man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out.
Belief about
I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my baby?
No, I ain't looking at him,
right?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring and shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't looking at him.
All right, let's talk some boxing. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Terence Crawford was talking to Fight Hype. I called it on boxing scene. Said he prefers Manny Pacquiao over Shawn Porter. But let's talk about exactly what he said. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. If you haven't seen, I did review the Gatorade Cucumber. I'm gonna put that video up before I put this one up. So it's not half bad. So if you didn't see the video, so Crawford said that he doesn't have a problem with either potential fight, but he prefers against the legendary Manny Pacquiao. I don't know. We just have to wait and see. Both of them are great fights. Yeah, I prefer Manny Pacquiao over Shawn Porter, but Shawn Porter is a great fight in his own right, and I'm going to be ready for whichever one comes to fruition. Crawford told Fight Hype as which fight he believes is more likely to happen. Crawford said he would be ready for either possibility. I really can't say. All I can do is prepare myself to the best of my abilities to be ready for whatever they put in front of me, Crawford explained. And he said both of them have their own strong points. Pacquiao is fast and moving. He can punch. Shawn Porter's aggressive, tough, and durable. So, I mean, shout out to Ryan Burton. He wrote this on Boxing. He got in the manuscript. My thing is, I put it in perspective like this, okay? Simple. All right. Shawn Porter and Terence Crawford and Bob Arum are $1 million away. You know, maybe Shawn to take 2 1/4 or 2 and 250,000, whatever you want to call it. Maybe you take around $250,000 less. Okay. So we're $1 million away from Shawn and Terence. For Terence and Manny in the pandemic, that's a $50 million fight. So Crawford, they giving Crawford 10. I don't even know if he accepted. Manny Pacquiao getting 40. Come on. So we talking about Bob Arum got a what? Let's say Crawford's a $4 million fight, $4 million plus Shawn $7 million. So he having problems getting up $7 million, or let's just say rounded off to 8, to accommodate Crawford and Shawn Porter. But you know he's going to somehow make a $50 million. I don't see that happening in the pandemic. Most of these countries are closed. You can't take it to Australia. Obviously, they couldn't take Tio and Gamboa to Australia simply because, you know, the pandemic. You got to quarantine for 14 days. Bob Arum said you had to stay in your room for 14 days. You couldn't work out or nothing. So that's an issue. So that's not going to happen. And you think about other countries probably got the same thing. Japan just started vaccinating their people so they can have the Olympics because they supposed to have it last year. So more likely taking this fight outside the country, especially to the Middle East, if they ain't enough money to get Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. I don't see how they getting $50 million for this fight. I don't see Jerry Jones putting up $50 million or putting up that type of money. Nobody in America putting up that type of money. So if they was to get that type of money, they would have to go down to the Middle East. And I just don't see them paying all that money for AJ and Fury, possibly a rematch there. And they're paying all that money for Pacquiao and Terence Crawford. So I think Shawn Porter is the more likely fight that's going to happen. Like I said, that's a $7 million fight. Bob Arum worth $300 million. Why are you being stingy? You can't take it with him. You can't put it in your coffee. Can't take it to the next life. Whatever you believe in, reincarnation, you can't take it with you. Can't take it to you if it's the afterlife, heaven, or hell, or anything in between. You know, or if your spirit just rests as a ghost and you going from house to house or whatever you're doing on some what was that movie called? Beetlejuice type of shit. You're not gonna do that. So my thing is, why not? You know, but you know, his son passed away, so he'd be passing on Todd the Buff. I just think the Shawn Porter fight is more possible. He asked for like $3 million. Pacquiao asked him for 40. He didn't make $40 million fighting Keith Thurman. He didn't make $40 million fighting Adrian Broner. So to me, he pricing himself out. And if we do get up to $50 million, you know, is Terence Crawford going to accept the whatever the split is, a $440 million to $10 million split? Then that's an issue. You know, and obviously if Shawn's bringing the belt to the table, I think in my opinion, if Shawn still had his WBC belt, Shawn Porter would be a more important fight in my opinion than CJ Hall. If Pacquiao don't have a belt and Shawn bringing the belt, come on. Shawn will be bringing the WBC belt. That's way more important. And you talking about which matter most on the scale, Pacquiao or Shawn Porter fight for him. With all the fanboys going around, the Pacquiao without having a belt, the Pacquiao fight would be more important simply because everybody else chasing Pacquiao. But my thing, if Pacquiao do fight Terence Crawford, why shouldn't they reinstate him as a Super WBA champion? That's my thing. But I guess he was saying he hadn't fought in 2 years, and shit, a lot of fighters ain't fought in 2 years. When the last time Better B had fought? That's all I'm saying, man. We already know had a pandemic, so Pacquiao was technically out 10 months. So as far as active boxing, Pacquiao was out for 10 months. So why should, even if you fight Earl Spence, I would feel the same way. Why not give him this belt back? You guys ain't a champion. And you guys, people gonna say, where did you guys on Box Break get the championship from? They gave it to him. It's bullshit. They gave it to him. No. But if everything being what it is, no belt, Pacquiao fight would be more important. Even though Pacquiao done been beat every way possible, he'd have been ass up, face down. He'd have been knocked out to the body, knocked out to the chin, lost close decisions, been outboxed. He done been beat every way. But I think Pacquiao will bring more respect and bring more an A side to the table. And what's so funny is Wilder give Fury 50-50 twice when Fury had no name. All Fury was the lineal champion that nobody in the world knew about other than the UK and Germany. So Wilder give Fury 50-50 two times. I mean, Errol Spence ain't Floyd Mayweather. To be 760, 40, or 70, nigga, you ain't Mayweather. You ain't Pacquiao. You ain't Saul Alvarez. And this is the way these fans pump these guys' head up. He's not a star. I bet 80% I'm going to say 70% Texas don't know who he is. And that's crazy, man, that he feel that way, that, it's just the way to price yourself out the fight. If Bud said, I take the 70-30 or 60-40, then my name got to be first. Come on, this is cap. PBC fighters don't want to fight nobody. You don't want to believe me? When Pacquiao got over to PBC, why didn't he want to fight? Why didn't he fight Errol Spence? Why didn't he fight Shawn Porter and unify with fight Shawn Porter? We had a belt. When guys go over to PBC, they don't have to fight nobody. That's the fact. When they go over to PBC, they don't have the obligation to fight. Al Heyman don't force them guys to fight each other. That's it. They get 3 options when they go over there, or even more. That's sad. And for Crawford, it should. I mean, Pacquiao bring more money. But you beat Manny Pacquiao, the risk outweigh the reward. Because you beat Manny Pacquiao, you're going to make more money fucking with Errol Spence. Because that's a fight everybody really want to see Pacquiao and Errol Spence or Pacquiao and Terence Crawford. Pacquiao's already dropped as a commodity. He ain't no A-level superstar. If Floyd came out and said, I'll fight Crawford and Crawford and Spence, they bag gonna go up to about $20-30 million. So I think the more fulfilling the feeling is just beating Shawn Porter. I think it fulfills more, especially if you can knock Shawn Porter out. You beat Pacquiao, you outbox him, you edge him, you stop him in the first second of the fight. People not getting you credit, but I don't think you get credit for beating Shawn Porter neither. But for him, it'd be interesting to see, for Terence where it goes. But I don't think he's gonna get Pacquiao. I think Shawn Porter's where their focus should be on, and giving Shawn Porter an extra $1 million, that shouldn't be hard. But with Pacquiao, give him more leverage because where's Shawn gonna go? Because Errol gonna fight Ugas. They already in talks, preliminary talks. After he fight Ugas, he gonna have to fulfill his IBF mandatory. So you talking about Shawn Porter might not get a title shot until 2021. So do we want to wait around? And that's what I'll be telling them. We can give you 2.5, or if we can find a $3 million, we give a winner's bonus. If you win, we give you the extra $1 million. But then again, Bob don't want to pay his own fighters, let alone pay somebody else. But both are really, really good fights for Terence. But obviously, it's not the fight we want to see. Don't nobody want to see, no matter if it's all the belts or none of the belts on the line. Don't nobody want to see Ugas and Earl. Then nobody really want to see Earl and Terence. No, the fights that people want to see is Terence, Keith Thurman, Manny Pacquiao, and Shawn and Errol Spence. Those are fight people want to see. You know, but then again, it's politics, and they can't get it right on their side of the street. But hey, let me know what you guys think. As the articles and boxing scene. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, all our social media links, description. Fastest way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. All those links in the description. Even Facebook group there as well too. You want to check that out? Want to make a financial donation? Cash App CJ Good 303. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Best way to donate. Share the video. Let me know what you guys think. With Crawford preferring Pacquiao over Shawn Porter. One time for the one time. Click on the Sports TV.